So I'm going to show a series of 3 videos. The
Okay.
first one is more of us doing the allyship. Well, not allyship, but more of us knowing our codes and how to treat us. So we'll take a look.
What's happening here with the police and this young man. So let me go see if I can help. Let me see if I can help him. Can you see it? Please messing with this young black man. Let's see what I can do to help. Gigi, would you waiting on me? Auntie, come on. I'm sorry you were sitting on the side. How you doing, officer? I'm Auntie. Hi, babe. No worries. Come on, hon. Oh, you're okay. How you doing, baby?
Sorry.
It's okay. I'm glad you're over here. I was looking for you over in the other. I was looking for you over there.
Oh yeah.
You went over there. I see. Yeah. Sure.
And also, I'm going to show you this next one. I love Dr. Joy DeGroot. Let's take a look.
They don't want our children, they don't want any American children to know these stories, to know these truths. They don't want them to know. Skeegy syphilis, that's as far as we go.
Yeah.
And that was child's play compared to what was done. J. Marion Sims, the same man who experimented on all of these women, also accused enslaved Africans, accused them for the fact that the children have what we now know as neonatal tetanus. He called it trimus nascentium, just made up something, but it's neonatal tetanus. Tetanus derives from manure. The likely cause of it, because of the proximity enslaved Africans were to animal stables, with people like him caused because of where they had to sleep. But he said it was because of their indecency of their parents. So he decided he was going to try to correct it with a shoemaker's awl. And it is a pointed object that they poke holes in leather with. Every child that was born attempted to reshape their heads and had a 100% fatality rate, killed every single child. Imagine what it must have been like. And they had a statue of him until 2018 when Harriet Washington, myself, and others said, you're going to move that from Central Park.
Central Park
had J. Marion Sims. It's now at his grave, but it stood.
History has never just been about.
And I'm going to play one last one. And this is just, he just broke it down. We just want to be left alone. Take a look.
Obsessed with Black people, which is why racists exist. Because in order to be racist, you need to wake up every day and just continuously think about why you don't like a person or a group of people based on the color of their skin. In response to my video about the young Republican group chat in which they joked about racism, anti-Semitism, gas chambers, I got several responses like this saying, you're acting like Black people don't talk about white people the same way we talk about you in your group chats. Black people do not think about white people at all. And I know that's probably hard for you guys to comprehend because you think about us so much. Our lives do not revolve around what white people are doing, what white people are saying. We do not talk about you guys when you're not in the room. We don't talk about you even when you are in the room unless you do something. Half of the commentary you see from Black people, including myself, that is online, comes in response to you guys doing or saying some crazy shit. And in reality, the only thing that Black people want is to be left alone by white people. But you guys won't leave us alone because you think about us all the time. And if you don't believe me, maybe you'll believe someone who looks like you.
Black people want to be left alone. They don't want revenge. They don't want to replace us, as some extremist groups have said. They just want to live life in peace, the way they want to live. They want family, they want love, and they want to live in a society where they know they belong here. They want society to also know that they belong here.
So I want to speak about a few things here. The first one was the first video of Auntie, and we all know that Auntie and Uncle that came to that boy's rescue. Black women in particular are real special because Black women will defend any child they see that is in danger, no matter the race or color or anything. And I've noticed that from just being around them.
Yeah.
And being born by one too, even though she wasn't very good. We'll talk about that a whole nother day. but the boy almost gave it away with the handshake, and I was like, and she said, and she said,
Yeah.
yeah, because these racist ass officers do not care about you. I mean, it's 2025. Black people are still going through the same shit they were going in 1925 or 1825. It ain't no damn difference. It really
It's
is.
no difference.
And then on top of that, the other video about the doctors and stuff. I was talking to a black doctor the other day because I had went to school for my checkup, and I said, "Thank you for listening." And she says, "You're welcome." And she says, "I know exactly what you mean." And she didn't even have to say no more than that. And I started talking to her. I said, "Because when I come here to this hospital, I said I get these white doctors, I get some Asians, and I even get some of the Latins. And it's like when a black person tell them something, it like goes right over their head. They put in there that I had the flu." And I was sick, and I told her, I said, that was complete opposite, completely left field of what I just told you. She says, all you doing is that you just needed to get a checkup on it and get some, like get a chest X-ray. That was it. You have no cough or no. I said none of that. I said I was just having.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
it
write
was
whatever
just
they
it
want.
went over their head, and I said that's the problem. The competence of these PhD doctors and nurses. They're supposed to be so intelligent. I said they don't even have basic comprehension skills. They can't even process what I'm saying because they're so racist, or just in general, they can't comprehend at all. You can tell them something and they will say, oh, well, you can tell them the sky's blue. They'll say, oh, it's red with rainbows popping out of it. You can't talk to
They're
somebody like that.
trained to not see us.
Yes.
They're
And then
literally, it is in them to not see us.
yeah, and then one more thing. The guy said blacks don't think about whites. He is so right about that. We don't think about your asses. I said when we go home, we don't want to see no Trump on TV. We don't want to see. We are in our own world. White folks, y'all got to be the main character in our story every time. We don't need you in the story. We don't need y'all at all. Black Wall Street, others prove that. What do you think?
We have black TikTok. We have black Twitter. Every time there's a platform, we form out a niche that is just for us. We curate our FYPs on all these different platforms so that they are black centered. We literally watch content, unless of course it's like, cat videos, relation. That's different. But even then, when it's relationship stuff, it's black love. It's we go and we find this niche. And what do white people do? They come in to be a part of it because everything is boring on their side. And then they come in and they get mad when they don't understand the jokes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, or if a black man can be on black fucking Twitter, black Instagram, black whatever, and say I love black women, and here come a white bitch. Well, I think you mean all women. No, I said black women, bitch. If I meant all women, I would have said all women. You
Yes.
once again are inserting yourself in places that are not for you.
Amen.
We don't think about y'all. We do this type of content because you motherfuckers won't leave us alone. That's it. We don't wake up thinking about white people. Y'all wake up thinking about us. Especially racist white people. Y'all wake up thinking about how much you hate our existence. We don't wake up thinking about you.
We don't.
We
We
have
care
to
less.
our lives, our lives, our experience as black people are trying to navigate the world with you motherfuckers that hate us so much. That's what we're trying to do. We're worried about staying the fuck alive. We have to worry about leaving our house and maybe making it back because of the color of our skin. And if it wasn't for you racist motherfuckers, that wouldn't be an issue for us. When we say leave us the fuck alone, we mean leave us the fuck alone, but you can't leave us alone because again, your entire existence is hatred. You do not know how to exist outside of your hatred. White people don't know how to exist outside of their hatred. They don't know how to exist outside of their whiteness. You can put a black person in any situation. We don't necessarily we can exist outside of our blackness. We have the ability to go to other places where we are not the center and respect the fact that we are not the center. But you motherfuckers have to go to other places where you're not the center and make yourselves the center of shit. You have to do that. You have to be the main character in your story and everybody fucking else's story. Somebody could be telling you about a traumatic event that happened to them. Here you bitches are gonna go. You gonna Tyra Banks out that motherfucker. And how did it relate to you?
Facts.
You always have to be the main fucking character. You can never leave us alone. A black woman can never. It could be two black women just having a fucking conversation, minding a black ass business, and here come a white bitch. It's not for you. We could be having a conversation about hair. This ain't the topic for you, Becky. This ain't your shit. But you'll fucking stand there until it's uncomfortable, until the two black women gotta separate, because you just gonna stand your ignorant ass there instead of allowing them the room and the space to fucking congregate. Because you gotta make it about you. We got to make the conversation about you. If a white bitch ain't satisfied unless the conversation is about her, her feelings. If we could be talking about the mortality rate with black women and having babies, and I guarantee you, here come a white bitch that's going to tell you about her fucking pregnancy and how she almost died on the goddamn table.
Amen.
We can never just exist within ourselves and within our blackness. Every other culture, every other race, every other ethnicity is allowed the grace and space to congregate amongst themselves. But every time black people want to do the same thing, we always have to be we have to be the party of fucking inclusion. It's always up to us to be inclusive, especially to motherfuckers that have always been exclusive, have always excluded us. We are always expected to be inclusive of the very people that have excluded us.
Yes.
We are not allowed the opportunity to just be black in black spaces. Whereas white people can be white in white spaces. Latino people can be Latino in Latino fucking spaces, and it's okay. Asians, South Asians, whatever the fuck, they allowed to be in they shit. And it's no fucking problems. But the minute black people want to do something, well, we have a space to congregate. The things that we want to do, that video we saw a couple of shows ago, that event on the HBCU, and that white bitch came up there asking questions about Trump. You went into a black space, a positive black environment,
Black
to stir up some bullshit. You went and took your ugly peppermint patty long back bitch ass in that fucking space to ask questions about a fat ass orange motherfucker. Your people was better than me, because I would have got her I would have kicked her ass. I would have literally kicked her the fuck up out of there. Y'all can never leave us the fuck alone. You can never just let us be. It always has to, it's always some shit. We could be walking down the street, minding our own fucking business. Here y'all go with some bullshit. Even when you think you're being nice, just leave us the fuck alone. Y'all have to come in and insert yourselves, and we're not saying that we don't hate white people. But y'all have no personal sense of space, not even with each other. But you do not give black people our space. You know why? Because you still don't see us as human. You don't give us personal space because you don't think we're entitled to it. You don't give us personal space because you think our bodies are still yours. Y'all never beating the fucking allegations. Y'all never doing it. Because it's your actions. You don't fuck your words. It's your actions. Your actions show. And I'm not talking about MAGA, because we already know you bitches are racist. I'm talking about you non-MAGA white people.
Yeah.
The ones that claim to be allies. The one that claim you're not racist. Y'all do racist shit every fucking day, and you don't realize it. And sometimes y'all do realize it, and you don't give a fuck. Y'all are the same ones. Fuck MAGA. You bitches be doing the microaggressions at work. You think because you don't say nigger out your fucking mouth with the hard ER that you're not racist? I guarantee you bitches have been on a fucking job and have said and have committed microaggressions against your black coworkers. Whether you realize it or not, you have said some out of pocket shit. You have inserted yourself in conversations that have nothing to do with you. You have felt some type of way because a black woman came in that office and didn't tell your white ass good morning because she's not obligated to do it. Or you felt some type of way because she doesn't want to sit down and eat lunch with you. She'd rather go to her fucking car in peace and eat in peace. You take that as a personal fucking affront to your character. Because you are in your scenario, you're the main character. So everybody must pay you attention. And if somebody is not paying you attention, you feel some type of way about it. You feel slighted when all eyes are not on you, when you are not acknowledged, when you are not a part of the joke, when you are not a part of the commentary, when you are not a part of the group. You take that as a personal fucking affront on who you are, and it don't have shit to do with you. Y'all never beaten the fucking allegations when it comes to black people in general, but black women in particular. Because it's always gonna be that fucking Missy and Kizzy mentality. We are always gonna be the Kizzy to your fucking Missy. Always. That is how y'all see us. Y'all always see us that way. We are there to do your emotional labor. We are there to make you feel good, even when you trashing us, even when you stabbing us in the back. A white woman is the only bitch on the face of this fucking planet that will stab you in the back and then try and make you feel guilty for the fact that she did it. Only a white woman would do some shit like that. Will stab you in the back and then try to make you feel bad for her having to fucking do it when she didn't have to do it in the first place. It ain't all white women, but it's always a fucking white woman. And y'all are not gonna beat them allegations, especially after this election. Y'all never gonna beat the allegations. How y'all feel about black women. And the reason why y'all feel that way, the reason why a lot of white women have such a pent-up aggression when it comes to black women is because from an ancestral point of view, we know all your fucking secrets. We know all your shit. We know where the fucking body's buried because we helped dig up the fucking grave. And one thing white women don't like is to be exposed. And the only person that can expose a white woman is a black one. Because we know you. We know you inside and fucking out. Because one is the same as the fucking rest. And that is what makes y'all nervous about black women. That's why you talk shit about black women. That's why you have to try and make us feel less than. Because nobody else can expose you the way a black woman can expose you. Because we see you bitches before you get up in the fucking morning. And you don't like that. Because you can't see us. And I already know when this episode drops, you bitches gonna be in your fucking feelings. And you guess what? I don't fucking care.
Not all white women.
It's not. It's all in the
It's
fucking
not all
comments.
of us.
Oh, and I ain't forget your frozen face, Barry Manor ass asshole. I got something for you, Gwen Dolly. I'm coming for that ass. I ain't forget about you. Yeah, I got a video just coming for your ass. I ain't fucking forget.
And
It's a white bitch. I got something coming for her.
oh Jesus. And I want to pivot back to what we were going to review. Um, Now, I know this is a story that's been making rounds in America. I just want to
Mm-hmm.
read you, and I just want to read you to what happened. And this is what we be talking about when we say black people. I said, when I hear people talk about black on black crime and the 13% of the population, I said, y'all got to use some more different statistics. Yeah, they've been using 13% since the 1990s. We're now in
Mm-hmm.
2025. Y'all can't keep regurgitating the same fucking facts over and over. It's getting old.
Exactly.
This is a clear example of this. This is Jesse Mack Butler from Oklahoma. Butler raped two teen girls over a period of 9 months, nearly killed them by strangulation, which was recorded on video. Butler was convicted of 11 counts of rape and sexual assault and was sentenced to 78 years in prison, but he would serve zero jail time. After Butler's conviction and sentencing, the DA and the judge granted him youthful offender status. Now, his punishment is no jail, no social media, 150 hours of community service, 1 year probation, and no sex offender registry. You can't even find his mugshot. This is him.
Wow.
This is what we talk about as black people when y'all be talking about, oh, well, they should have just complied, or blacks do all this crime. Let me tell you something. This guy, his record, it don't even show on his record. You got black men in jail, 60% exoneration rates. Y'all don't want to talk about them facts. 60% and counting. But you got a white dude on video doing this, convicted, who should be getting a death penalty. I'm sorry, I don't care how people feel about it. But because
I just, and he's not serving time because what now?
he's white.
Oh, I know that. I just wanted to see what if the judge gave what bullshit reason he gave.
Oh no, the reason was they considered it granted him for a youthful offender status. I ain't never heard no shit like that before.
Oh, youthful
Vendors,
offender.
yes,
See, this is what we were talking about the last time when we said they infantilize them
yeah,
because they're boys.
mhm,
Whenever white men get into trouble, all of a sudden they're boys.
yes,
But if black boys get into trouble, then they're men.
yeah.
When black girls get assaulted, they're women, so they should have known better.
So
But when
weird.
white women do shit, they're just girls. It's not their fault. They needed protection. The infantilization of fucking white people needs to goddamn be studied. Y'all either adults or you're not. They come into this space again. Taylor fucking Swift,
Clear example.
great example. Bitch pushing fucking six, but she's still dressing and acting like she's fucking 15. So that way, and that's all by design. Because anytime she is critiqued, oh, she's just a white girl. She's just, it's all. But then when it's time for her to be put in a certain light, oh, she's a mogul, she's a powerhouse, she's a woman, she's a great songwriter. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who lied and told you you wanted to be fucking Joni Mitchell, bitch, but it ain't gonna never fucking happen. She's a woman when it suits her. That's the thing about white women. They're women when they get to go back and forth between that little girl and woman.
Mm-hmm.
When they into some bullshit, oh, I'm just a girl. I don't know. All this type of stuff. But then when they're making certain power moves, oh, she's a boss. Well, bitch, you can't be both.
Yes.
You infantilize whenever it comes down to consequences. White people have the privilege of infantilizing themselves to make themselves seem as though they're too childish to have consequences, which again goes back to what we said. White
Mm-hmm.
people do not know consequences. They have at this point fucking bylaws within the within their whiteness to ensure that they never have consequences because
Yeah.
they're never treated like fucking adults. Anytime a white person get caught up in some shit, oh well, they didn't know better. Motherfucker could be 75. Oh
Mm-hmm.
well, they didn't know better. It's that type of that's white privilege. That's the type of shit that I'm talking about. Whenever white people say, "Oh well, I don't have money, I don't have this," it ain't about money. It's about your fucking skin color.
Yeah.
You have a built-in privilege because you are white, and there is nothing that you could do about that. The only thing you can do is use it to benefit those that are not going to ever have that privilege. Either use it or you're going to lose it. And they're not, one thing about white people, I don't care. They are not ready,
They're not.
especially white women. They are not ready to give that privilege up. They're not ready. Y'all talk a good fucking game. Y'all talk a real good fucking game. I gotta give it to you. Can't nobody talk like a white bitch can talk. But y'all ain't gonna walk it. Because once that privilege is gone, you know you bitches ain't gonna get it back. And as I said before, your white privilege is your only perk of the fucking patriarchy. That's the one thing y'all got to hold on to. And if you lose that, that makes you the equivalent of a black woman. And you can't fucking have that. That is the
Absolutely.
only thing that separates you. Is your white privilege. Because if you had to go toe to toe with a black woman, you lose every fucking time. Your white privilege is the one perk that you have over black women, over other women in general, but black women in particular, is your fucking privilege. And the minute you lose that, you ain't got nothing left to stand on. That's why white women ain't gonna never give it up. That's why they went in their fucking voting booth to keep it. Because once they lose it, just like we said, white people being on a level playing field. Once it's on a level playing field, that mediocrity is on full display. Same shit with white women. If you lose your fucking privilege, there goes your perk.
Yep.
And that makes you the same on a level playing field as a black woman. Now you got to show just how good you are. We're going to leave you in the motherfucking dust. Don't worry about that shit. That's a give in. But it
Mhm.
puts you on a level playing field, and you don't want to be on a level playing field. White women will go to a black community. Oh, they'll volunteer. They'll do all this shit. But if it ever came time for you to put your white privilege on the line, i.e., give it the fuck up, so that you would be in accordance with everybody else, you won't do it. They're not prepared to do it. I don't care what no white person say. They ain't prepared to do it, because if they wanted to do it, it would have been done.
Especially like
And
with
they didn't want
this.
to do it.
Clear example. I'm going to show you this video. Let's take a look at this.
World's busiest airport as police race against the clock to track down a man who they say threatened to shoot it up. The man is 49-year-old Billy Cagle. Atlanta police say he drove to the airport from Cartersville with his assault rifle and 27 bullets. Now, this is Cagle's truck parked on the curb right outside of the South Terminal. That's the terminal for Delta Airlines. Police believe Cagle may have been in the midst of a mental health crisis. They stopped his plan thanks to the help of his family. Monday afternoon, Atlanta police called a news conference following this arrest just hours earlier inside of Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport.
Cartersville Police Department was alerted by the family of Mr. Cagle that he was streaming on social media, that he was headed to the airport, in their words, to shoot it up. And the family stated that he was in possession of an assault rifle.
He had the intention to inflict harm to as many people as he could.
By the time Atlanta police got the call, Billy Cagle was already at the airport. Check out this red circle. You see his flatbed Chevrolet truck pull up outside the doors of the South Terminal. He then walks inside. That's him in the bright teal polo. 14 minutes after getting the call, Atlanta police had Cagle in handcuffs.
We did have a tragedy averted today. I do believe that Mr. Cagle was headed back to his truck to retrieve it. And I do believe he was likely to use that weapon inside the crowded terminal that he had just seen.
Atlanta's police chief says had Cagle gotten the gun inside the airport, his officers were ready.
We prepare for this very scenario. Our special response team trains weekly for just this occurrence. What you didn't see in the video was close by officers armed with rifles themselves. Any of you that travel through our airport commonly see them in the atrium. That's why they're there. You see officers with sidearms that are ready, prepared to move out. So should that scenario ever rise, as it has elsewhere in the city, we're going to be ready.
Fortunately, quick actions likely saved lives.
We're here today briefing you on a success and not a tragedy, because a family saw something and said something. A family knew they had a family member in crisis. They knew they had access to firearms.
Now, this is what gets me about this family and crisis and stuff. They say no goddamn mental illness. These white dudes read books like Malcolm. They tell you, they write their manifestos that, oh, you know, they heard this from Trump. They heard this from one of the Republican podcasts. They heard it. This is something, this is in white people, especially white dudes' DNA. They've been terrorizing people across the globe, not just in America, with the same thing. And they always say, oh, it's their health condition, or even just in general. They like when you look at the Black Death and the plague. Oh, the flea did it. It was because of the rats. No, you guys literally threw piss and poop out your windows. You shit it by the doors. You did all these things. You fed the rats where all this stuff mutated, and then the fleas ate off the rats with all your mutated feces. I said, even when it comes to Black Wall Street or whatever, y'all blame, oh, I was attacked, or this immigrant touched me, or something. It's always somebody else, or a mental illness, or something else that made you do something like that. I said, y'all cannot take responsibility for your actions, even at work. I'll kid you not. They will blame somebody else for what's going on with it. I bet you, even we could just look at the current political climate. They've been, and we said this before, and this was probably 2 shows ago. They are been. You go to North Dakota, Oklahoma, Iowa, whatever. They've been led by a Republican governor or whoever for 30 plus years. Who's the reason why they're in poverty? The reason why they don't have subsidies? Who they blaming? The Democrats.
Democrats,
I'm
of
just like,
course.
y'all don't take responsibility for your action. This man's not mental illness. He was a evil, racist white person. He went into that Atlanta airport and he wanted to harm people. That is in his DNA. What do you think?
First of all, he got the right last name, Cagle, because he's a pussy. So we can start right there. Mental illness, my ass. They always use mental illness, and I find it funny because every time mental illness is brought up, that's woke, right?
Mm-hmm.
To acknowledge mental illness, that's being woke.
Yeah.
Because that doesn't, because according to them, you could just pray that shit away.
Yep.
So I find that it's very convenient that whenever you're going through, it's mental illness. No, bitch, your son Billy is walking around with a motherfucking trench coat on in July, bitch. You know what that motherfucker is doing. He's building pipe bombs in your fucking basement. You know what that motherfucker is doing.
Exactly.
But you want to say mental illness because you don't want to look bad.
Exactly.
You don't want to look bad as a fucking parent because that's what the fuck you gave birth to. You know your child. Y'all know what y'all out here doing. Ain't no fucking mental illness. He went there to kill people and got fucking caught before he could. That's it.
Yes.
It wasn't no mental illness. They love resting on that shit when they get caught. So if it was mental illness, that means you know he was suffering and you didn't say nothing about it. They don't never get to that portion of the fucking program.
Mm-hmm.
So which one is it? Either you knew he was mentally ill, or you didn't know anything at all, because it can't be both. Because he was so happy and we don't understand, but it's mental illness. Which one is it? Because it can't be both.
Exactly.
Again, this is white privilege where you can lean on things like that.
Exactly.
Whereas black people don't have that grace, even when they are suffering from mental illness. Black men and women do not get that grace when it comes to mental illness. Because there are a lot of people, black people, from mental illness, and they don't get the grace. You know what they get? Killed. That's what they get. And then the narrative is that they were doing something wrong and not the mental illness.
Yeah.
That in and of itself is the privilege where you as a white person can just use the excuse of mental illness, whereas a black person that may actually be suffering from mental illness does not get that level of grace
At all.
when those situations occur. Because a black person, I don't care when that white boy Dylan Roof walked into that fucking church,
yes,
and killed them black people, and them motherfuckers went and got him Burger King.
Yes.
You just murdered black people in a church, a place of sanctuary, a place of safety. And you murdered them for the sole reason of the color of their skin. And you made this motherfucker, you treated him with the humanity that you would never have given any of those black people had they been alive.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine, as a white police officer, if someone came in your fucking house and shot up everybody in your family, your wife, your children, your mother-in-law, whatever the fuck, even a goddamn dog. Everybody is dead. And that person that did it, they went and took him and got him some food and let the shooter have been black. It wouldn't have happened that way, but let him have been black.
Yes.
And let them police officers had taken him to go get a goddamn meal. Y'all would have had a fucking fit. It would have been a bloodbath in the goddamn streets. He murdered people, and y'all treated him with the dignity and fucking respect to get him a goddamn meal before you booked him like he wasn't good, like he was too good for jail food. Y'all never beaten the fucking allegations.
Something's wrong with them.
Y'all don't see us as people. Y'all don't see us as human beings. And yet and still, y'all expect us to be out here on the front fucking lines fighting for your fucking humanity. Fuck you. Fuck you white people that think like that. Every last one of you, MAGA or fucking not. Y'all really expect us to put our bodies on the line, and you don't even give us the goddamn dignity and respect in life, and you goddamn sure don't give us dignity and respect in fucking death. Y'all talk cash money shit to this day about George Floyd, and you gonna get your motherfucking thong in a bunch because I talk shit about Charlie Kirk. Fuck him and fuck you too. It's gonna be fuck Charlie Kirk until the last breath I take. Fuck that motherfucker. He should have got shot in both sides of his goddamn neck. Fuck him. It's gonna be fuck him forever. And I don't give a fuck. Find my job and call them motherfuckers. I don't care. Fuck him. Fuck that bitch too. Fuck all of them. That's exactly what he get. It's gonna be fuck them. Y'all wanna talk about, as long as y'all talk about George Floyd, I'm gonna talk about Charlie Kirk. As many jokes as you wanna make about that motherfucker, or you wanna talk about fentanyl, I'm gonna talk about that bitch neck being loose. I don't give a fuck. I'll do all kinds. It's fuck him to the day it ain't. And it's gonna always be fuck him. As long as y'all talk about George Floyd, I'm gonna talk about Charlie Kirk. And I don't give a fuck who don't like it.
And I wanted to, I know that, we always stay a little bit over, but we have some heat. And I want to see if you're okay with reviewing these other videos. We have some heat.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Let's get into it. So I was going to pivot into some Asian stuff that's happening. I'm going to wait for that for a little bit because we talking about because we about to go into a whole nother direction on them too. But I wanted to speak about, you were just talking about police, and I already have some of that stuff up. And this is what gets me about this whole protect and serve. And I said since 1825, y'all been talking about protecting and serving and stuff, and it still ain't working. I always told people, I said, I don't think that nobody that's not black who lives in that particular community, who's voted by somebody from that community, should be policing black people. I don't care how nobody feels about it. That's how I feel. Because I said the shit doesn't work. I said, y'all doing the same stuff over and over. Oh, I fear for my life. He should have complied. I said, who wants a scary ass cop to be, who's supposed to be protecting me? You scared for your life all the time. What the fuck is that?
Exactly. Go
That's not
take your
doing.
ass to mother. Go.
Yeah.
Police Mayberry, bitch. If that's where the fuck you want to be at.
And so I'm gonna show us a few videos. As you kind of see, it's already getting heated on this one. I think this happened the other day. So let's take a look at this. Now this one doesn't have any sound. But look at that. And the problem is you can't hit them back because they got the police uniform on. You know damn well if they was out of uniform, they would have got their asses rocked. But they're so tough because they can hit somebody.
Yep.
And that guy right there, that's what I'm talking about. He came in to help. You see that? That's allyship right there. Because that cop was getting his shit rocked.
Yep.
Everybody should have came in and helped them. That's what, look at that. That's what I'm talking.
Yep.
That's allyship. That's, if you're not doing that and putting your life on the line, and then that fucking white dude right there, that's the shit I'm talking. Let's hold. I don't like shit like that, dude. What makes you think that that's right to punch somebody in their back and their face like that and they can't touch you? I said, I'm over the fucking shit with the cops. And somebody said, no matter who or what it is, wrong is wrong. And we should all help like this man. And that's what he did. And I respect him for that. And that pussy ass white dude that was right there that did shit, that's the shit I'm talking about. He seen white, oh, the police, oh, they protect. He went straight to his whiteness instead of jumping in to help. That's the problem. White folks, I've seen white folks, we've seen plenty of videos. White folks pull AR-15s on cops. I've seen a white woman drag a cop. I've seen a white person almost hit a cop with an excavator. I've seen a naked white dude with a gun. And not only a gun, I've seen one with a machete chase a cop. Not one shot, not one taser.
Not one shot fired.
Y'all got to start using y'all white privilege. I'm so sick of this shit that, protect and serve and the law. And I said, but when it comes to y'all, you guys are you guys buck up to it. I said, but it's only certain ones that do.
Exactly.
And so then let's go into this next one. Let's take a look at this.
This morning, an immigration crackdown on one of New York City's most famous streets. Federal agents, many masked, arresting several people during an operation on Canal Street, famous for vendors selling knockoff designer goods for cheap. One agent seen pointing his taser at the crowd. Officials say the joint federal operation, including immigration, customs, FBI, DEA, ATF, IRS, and Border Patrol, zeroing in on illegal street vending and immigration enforcement. The people selling those knockoff goods are often migrants, which means federal investigations here often include migration enforcement.
And it's gotten a little hairy at points with people running, people falling down in the street, and federal agents running after them.
Crowd pressing in at times, shouting obscenities at the officers, some yelling, "Get out ICE." The NYPD saying they were not involved in the arrests. The chaos on Canal Street during the day turning into protests overnight outside federal buildings in Manhattan. New York mirroring what we've seen in ICE raids across major U.S. cities, including Los Angeles, where officials say a U.S. Marshal and a suspected undocumented migrant with a criminal record were both shot when agents tried to arrest him Monday after they say he fled the scene and rammed an agent's vehicle. You can see the suspect led to his knees by officers. Officials say he was shot while fleeing, a ricochet then hitting an officer in the hand. But supporters say he was targeted because of TikTok. His account, Richard LA18, known for documenting ICE operations. And that's it.
And then we're going to show this video as well. Take a look at this.
Video captured the trooper tasing Jack Rodeman in his girlfriend's backyard last week. A Florida mother is demanding justice after disturbing video showed a state trooper tasing her 16-year-old son. Surveillance video captured the trooper tasing Jack Rodeman in his girlfriend's backyard. Mother said he had permission to be there. She told our Manuel Bajorquez that she believes her son, who is biracial, was racially profiled.
I didn't do nothing. I told you to do something.
Home security footage shows 16-year-old Jack Rodeman standing on the back porch of his girlfriend's home last week when he came face to face with a state trooper pointing a taser at him. Seconds later, the trooper fires the taser and Rodeman slams into the ground.
His girlfriend's traumatized, the mom's traumatized, I'm traumatized.
Christina Rodeman says her son desperately tried to text his girlfriend to come outside. She says he didn't pose a threat and believes instead race played a role.
I think he was totally profiled. That cop turned around and followed him back that direction.
When you say profiled, what do you mean?
The black kid in black clothes.
By the time Rodeman's girlfriend came out of the house moments later, the trooper was already placing the teen in handcuffs. According to the arrest report, the trooper said he followed Rodeman into the backyard because he looked suspicious.
You know what's always amazing? Every time they say he looked suspicious, the story never ends with them finding anything actually criminal.
Nothing.
And by the way, he was tased for not putting his hands behind his back fast enough. He's literally holding a phone trying to text his girlfriend, not a weapon.
You just don't take out a taser and shoot somebody, and there's no resistance.
Former police officer Dave Thomas now trains other officers on use of force and calls the trooper's actions egregious.
And then I want to show this one right here. Black dude crashed out. Take a look.
You just put your hands on me. You put your hands on me in front of PWC.
You're not cooperating with the traffic.
You had no reason to pull me over. That's the truth. You know it and I know it.
Hey, what's your name?
Dude, I'm done. I know you disrespect me. I'm done. That's how I do it. You disrespect me. I come in peace, and you disrespect me. Bring your officer here. You have no inclination to pull me over. I'm not breaking the law. There's no traffic violation. You said you didn't see the plate. I showed you it's right there. It's registered. Tabs are clean. My ID is good. When you find out my information, it's straight. Her shit's straight. And you're just gonna be on another viral video. Like, that's retarded, bro. Just because I'm African American, so I'm scary.
Who's scary?
Dude, you put your hands on me like I'm gonna do something to you. I'm not gonna touch you. I have no record. I'm not gonna hurt you. It's disrespectful as fuck, man. I'm sick of being a black man in America. Like motherfuckers like you.
All right.
Racist bastard.
And he knew he
I'm
didn't
telling
have
y'all,
no
the shit,
stand on.
the shit, I keep telling y'all, the shit that we go through, and let me see what this is. Let me see. No, I'll wait for that. But that's what I'm talking about. The shit that we go through, and this is what I'm saying, the shit that we go through as black people, is I can tell everybody that this is why I never cared for cops. And I said this before, and I'll say it again. When I was staying in Fontana and stuff when I was little, all the drug dealers I don't care because the cops would call them the essays, the Latins and stuff. I don't care if it was the essays, the Bloods, the Crips, any of their subcategory names. Who was always the common denominator involved in that? The damn cops. The cops was in our
Yep.
house selling drugs. The cops was in our house with the prostitutes. The cops was in our house orchestrating. Okay, well the Bloods is over here. Why don't we go? Why don't you go over here and cap them real quick and something, and then we'll take their stuff. Then they'll go to the Bloods house. Oh, the Bloods, I mean the Crips is over there doing something. Let's go ahead and get them capped. I don't trust any of these damn cops. I'm so sick of the story of, oh, there's good police officers. Then where the fuck are they? Because they seem to be missing in action when shit like this is happening. We just seen that video of that boy being tased and he's on his phone. The cop followed him to somebody's house. You know how fucking creepy and weird that is? You follow somebody to somebody's home and he has no record? That's the shit I'm talking about. And then let somebody do that to their white asses or the evil ass. All of a sudden they're like, oh my God, law and order. Fuck all that. I'm telling you, if you're not doing allyship like that white dude that hopped in and seen that black boy getting beat for fucking no reason, you can sit your fucking ass down. All these fake allyships on here, these Dean Withers and shit, shut the fuck up. Don't get involved in it.
Exactly. And that second boy, the one that got tased, make no mistake, if his mama was black, that shit wouldn't have made it to the news.
So would it?
Mama was black, that shit wouldn't have made it to the news. And the reason she felt outraged is because, not saying she felt, because a black mother would have felt outraged, but it would not have made it to the news had the mother been black.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have, because that shit happens every fucking day. And it was wrong, but let's make no mistake that it wouldn't have got that far. And that young man, I felt so bad for him to just say, I hate being a black man in America. Because like you could hear in his voice. He was just done.
He was done.
And that smug look on that fucking cracker's face. Scared of what? Clearly you were scared of something because you felt the need to put your hands on him. And it fucked him up when that boy said, I'm good. I don't have no record. I don't have nothing. You check them tags, you can't find nothing on me. I have been pulled over by a Hispanic cop who had to fucking admit that he didn't have nothing to stop me for. They do shit like that.
They're a waste of time.
But let them get profiled. Let something happen to fucking them, and then we gotta hear about this shit.
Oh, officer was gunned down. That's when they be talking about that shit. I'm like, oh well. I said, you know how many people they have unalived? And then they would write the report and lie in the report. And I would sit there and look at the report. I'm like, the video shows that this person was going into their house. The officer said that this person attacked them. The video shows that this person put their hands up. The officer said that they lunged at them with a weapon. It's like they lie so goddamn much. They got Jesus Christ believing their goddamn lies now.
Yeah.
It's a goddamn shame.
You know how racist it is when you could have body cam footage and that's not enough.
Ridiculous.
We have to remember Rodney King. This man got beat on fucking video that was shown around the world, and these white people still got off. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We could be filmed. You just talking about two black girls that got raped repeatedly, attempted to be murdered, and this motherfucker is on video. You would think that shit is on video. And make no mistake about how about the Republicans, what they're doing with AI, because this is about to be a propaganda freefall, because they are going to commit so many crimes and then say that the video evidence is AI.
Yeah.
Trust and believe they are going to use that to their advantage. These police officers, they are going to get away with more sexual assaults. They're going to get away with more beatings because when the video come out, they're going to be able to say, oh, that's AI.
Yes.
They're going to be able to blame it on AI.
Like they always do. Something else.
Like they always do. And it's getting even more. It's going to get to the point where we're not going to be able to tell. And I'm telling you, just like Trump set the stage with Make America Great Again, he knew exactly what he was doing when he said fake news. He was not the first person to ever say fake news, but the fact that he put it in the popular zeitgeist, he knew what he was doing. Because in that moment, he was planting the seed for mainstream media to not be trusted.
Yes.
And mainstream media kissed the fucking ring, and what? We can't trust it because y'all bend the knee to him. We don't even know what's what anymore. because you don't want to believe the facts. We made it to where you can be in a society where the facts no longer matter. Like this is like you can literally go on there
And see
and
it.
see a statistic. It is white people are so afraid that they're literally deleting facts. They're deleting the
Yeah.
FBI statistics because white people are the motherfucking most criminal ass people on the face of this goddamn earth, especially in this fucking country. So let's just delete the data. We don't like what it's looking like, so let's delete the data. I don't like the job numbers. I'm gonna just fire this person and create whatever numbers I want to fucking create. Meanwhile, the real world is still happening out here.
Yes. Dangerous. Very dangerous.
White people are literally the death of fucking society. Y'all are the death of fucking society. Y'all mess up everything you fucking touch. Imagine not liking the data against yourself, so you created a system where you can fucking delete it.
There it is.
Oh my God, white people are looking bad today. Delete the data. Let's delete the fucking history. We don't like slave. Oh, we knew slavery was wrong, but it made us look bad. We got to get that out of the fucking museums.
Crazy.
I wouldn't be surprised if they start burning shit just to get it the fuck up out of here. And I hope that these archivists and these people are either like smuggling that shit somewhere or they doing something where they still trying to preserve it, because this motherfucker think he gonna be there forever, and he's not. And he's not. He's not gonna be there forever. And I know we worried about JD Vance, but he don't have the charisma. He don't have what it needs to take to be MAGA 2.0. He doesn't have it. And it's gonna be interesting to see when the big beautiful day comes. Because like I said, I'm gonna be dancing in the street like Martha and the motherfucking Vandellas. I can't wait. I can't fucking wait. Whatever disease that bitch got, I need him to die from it today. Whatever the fuck is wrong with him, I need him to have it today. And fuck you bitches in the comments. Oh, you not know better. You wishing death. Yes, I'm wishing death on that motherfucker. You goddamn right. I'm wishing death. I ain't asking you bitches to do it. I'm doing it my motherfucking self. I'm wishing death on that bitch. I wish that bitch have a fucking coronary in his goddamn sleep. I hope that bitch die a slow, painful. I hope it's quick, but it's painful. I hope that bitch gotta have a fucking heart attack. I hope he die in the most worst way. It could be a heart attack. It could be a plane crash. I don't give a fuck. Let's speed it the fuck up. And anybody that don't like what the fuck I said, fuck you and your mama too. I said it, so you don't fucking have to. I wish death on that bitch. You goddamn right I do. And if you don't like it, I don't give a fuck. What the fuck you gonna do about it? Nothing. But be fucking mad about it. And I don't give a fuck.
And type on your keyboard.
Exactly. Oh, you wish death. You sanctimonious ass fucking white Christian chokehold ass niggas. Huh, you wishing death on somebody. You not as you just as bad as them. Fuck you. I don't need you bitches to save my soul. Let me tell you this real quick. Let me give y'all some advice out there. People either gonna pray for my salvation or my damnation. And since I don't know which way the fucking dice gonna roll, I do whatever the fuck I like. Feel free to adopt the motherfucking policy.
And what I want to do, we're going to pivot to our alleged allies. We're going to speak about some Asian stuff that I've just found out. We're going to speak about some Latin stuff that was contradictory. I kind of told you a little bit about a little bit earlier. Then we're going to get into the coon stuff, and then we're going to end the show. How does that sound?
That's good.
All right. So I want to get into this Asian stuff. We're going to take a look at 2 videos. Let's take a look at this.
好きなところとかってありますか？文化がすごいかっこいいっていうか、メンタリティが強い。やっぱその過去のね、奴隷とか、そういうのもあったから、わかんないけど、まあそういうのもあってすごい。バスケやってるんですけど、バスケのチームメイトとかもやっぱりなんか、いざってなった時に、夫人のチームメイトのメンタリティってすごいなって思う。で、例えばどういうメンタル？ なんかやられたら結構日本人ってなんかちょっとこう萎縮しちゃう人が多いかもしれないんですけど、そういうのに対してなんかもうムカつくからやってやろうみたいな、だからそれはすごい好きです。
なる黒人の方の
And that was the first video, and we're going to take a look at the second video. Take a look.
Everyone, I'm Korean, and I just want to let you guys know that it's a lie when K-pop fans say that their idols aren't saying the N-word in their songs. In a lot of K-pop songs, you'll hear the word nega, which fans will tell you means you. However, Koreans almost never use that word to mean you, and instead they say 당신 instead. Nega is a running joke for Koreans because they think it's funny that they can say that word to mean the N-word, but they can just tell foreigners, oh, we mean you, we're saying you. If you look at how the word is used in context, it becomes clear that it's used in a derogatory way. Because if you take this song by BTS, you can see here they use nega. Then they follow that with nahante, which means that's what I. Irom means call. And andoe means black people. So that word, that's what I call black people. So if you're a K-pop fan, please hold your idols accountable so we can hopefully put an end to this practice of idols putting in this Korean in joke just to make fun of and degrade Americans who are none the wiser.
Mm-hmm.
힙합 뮤비처럼 이렇게 많이 힙합 뮤비처럼 똑같은 like him? Yeah.
Hi everyone, I'm Korean.
So, contradictory. First video, and this is what I say. They love us. They love the culture we bring. They love the food. They love our music, especially K-pop. If you ever watch that, it's a documentary on Netflix, and they also have some stuff on YouTube. K-pop took the formula from the 90s, from R&B and hip-hop artists, and put it into those pale-ass, flat-ass Koreans over there.
Yeah.
That's why they're popular. Every group has a rapper in it. They say what's up and all that other stuff and doing all of our hand signals and dances and stuff, but don't even fucking like us. I said, they use all of our shit, but don't like us. I said, and it was the other guy, this was a few months ago, we talked about this Asian unity. He was talking about unity between Asians and blacks. It's up to Asians if they want to have unity, because black people, we would have unity with Asians. If black people and Asians ever got unity together, it's curtains for everybody else. The Latins, we'll let them in if they for real, and they're not on some Argentina bullshit. But other than that, I tell people, I said, this is what we be talking about. Either you're going to be a real ally or you're not. Either you like us or you don't. And it's so contradictory. What do you think of that?
Yep. It is. It's the same shit. You want our money. You don't want us, but you build your businesses in black neighborhoods because white people won't allow you to go over there to their shit. You can only come over there if you got a restaurant that they want. That's the only time y'all can come. Y'all can come over there when it's some no bullshit. Y'all can come over there in a nice shopping plaza. But if you want to run a hair store or some shit like that, where do you have to come? Your money is with us. The wig, same thing, wig industry and all of that. You rely on our money, but you don't like us. And yes, I know we're gonna get the comments, oh well, we need to shop black owned or whatever. I understand that.
Yeah.
But we also live in a real world, and we have to understand that if those black businesses are there, then we're going to shop them, but they are not in a vicinity to where like it's not all there. You know, we just can't, we don't have one in every neighborhood the way you have a Korean store or different things like that. Like, yes, we want to get our nails done by black women. And so we have to go and seek these places out. So we can't act like there's a plethora of black owned businesses, because obviously if there were, we would patronize them, as opposed to, you know, we would spend the black dollar within the black community. So when we can find those places, we do. So let's be clear about that. And again, going back to what I said, obviously if the service is good, that's where we're going. Now, y'all want our money. It goes back to, you want our rhythm, but you don't want our blues. It's everybody. I don't, whether you Asian, Southeast Asian, whether you Latino, whatever. Everybody want to be a nigga, but don't nobody want to be a nigger. That's the thing. Everybody want to be a nigga, but don't nobody want to be a nigger. Because when y'all get that ER treatment, that's when you taking a back.
Yeah.
That's when it clicks. That's when the non-blackness hits you. Oh wait, You wait. I want to dance like them. I want to dress like them. I want to look like them. I want to have skin like their color. But I don't want you. You're treating me like an actual nigger now. This is too much. That's why you white bitches rebrand. Y'all want the blackness until you get treated black.
Yep.
Same things with Asians. Y'all want our culture. And again, it ain't all Asians, but it's Asians. Y'all not gonna sit here and act like y'all not racist. Y'all not gonna sit here and act like we don't give you our motherfucking money, Mei-Ling, and you talking cash money motherfucking shit. Don't act like we don't know. Because even if there's a language barrier, you can always read body language. You can always tell what the fuck is going on. If you don't like us, if you want to be so white adjacent, go do white shit. You know why? What you know why K-pop ain't why they ain't mimicking white motherfuckers? Because white motherfuckers was mimicking us. They say, fuck it, we just gonna go to the source.
Exactly.
Y'all don't mimic white people because the bitches don't have no fucking flavor. They don't have no fucking originality. You want to be in white proximity, but they don't have nothing you want except for white fucking skin. And you already got that shit. So what else is it? You want proximity to whiteness because you want white approval, but everything you get comes from niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Everything you get comes from us. You get our money. Without our money, you bitches don't thrive.
Sure don't.
Y'all might go get a nail, go get nail shops, but look where y'all put the nail shops.
In the hood.
The very things y'all call ghetto are the very things y'all do. We make y'all shit popular. You come into the you need us, and then you treat us like you don't want to be here. Like, oh, like to be in a black neighborhood and have a business is so dreadful. Yeah, because white people won't let you come to their shit.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want no motherfucking chinks over there in their goddamn armor. No. But they set y'all up to make y'all feel like y'all the model fucking minority to cause some tension between black people. They do that with every other minority. And again, it's funny how y'all only deal with the it's funny how y'all only accept the divisiveness when black people point it out, which we talked about that.
Mm-hmm. Sure did.
We talked about that. Y'all only care. Oh, it's only divisive when black people start calling y'all the fuck out. Any other time, it's okay. When the divisiveness suits you, when it benefits you, then it's okay. When you getting them fucking loans, it's okay. When you selling out them K-pop shows, it's okay. But when we call y'all to fuck up on stealing our culture and stealing our shit, oh, this isn't the time to be divisive. We're apparently we're fighting the same guy, and it's the white man. Nah, fuck that and fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we gotta wrap up. Sorry.
Yeah. And I want to also, we're going to go into, we're about to wrap this up real soon, but also I want to go into the next part of this as well. There was so much going on this week. That's why I said we're going to run through this. Now, this is something that's happened. The mother of a 15-year-old son with the mentality of a 5-year-old, so he has a mental disability, is being held in a children's detention center. Emmanuel was reported missing by his mother. The police found him, but handed him over to ICE. He is still being held in the detention, and his mother can only speak to him by phone. This is what's happening.
Wow.
Te quiera, que él esté donde quiera que yo vaya, que me lo quiera llevar, ahí voy yo a buscarlo.
You're not alone. Let's say it again. You're not alone.
But then we have this happening. Let's take a look at this.
I really hope they have a permit. I'm telling them to get out because they don't have a permit. I know they don't. So they got to get out. They're selling lemonade. I passed by and I told them earlier this morning they could not sell lemonade, and that's on the street. That's like part of my block, by the way, because I don't have a permit. If you don't have a permit, you cannot sell lemonade, okay? Because what's going to happen if I buy that lemonade or somebody buys that lemonade and guess what? The water was bad, the lemons were bad. Who do you go
It ain't got nothing to do with you, bitch.
to? Like a bunch of kids, you know? No. So that's why the city requires a permit to sell lemonade. You guys, I just came out of Publix. I borrowed my sister's food stamps. And guess what? I spent $300. No one told her to not pay attention. Anyways, so guess what? I passed by right now. They saw the car, I guess, and that's probably why they were like packing up and trying to leave. So yeah, next time, please make sure you're not selling lemonade out there. Don't let your kids sell lemonade out there.
So I'm going to read some of the comments before we start on this one. So
you
she admitted,
no-lip ass bitch.
So she admitted to committing a felony on social media. Somebody else says, let's report you for using food stamps. That's not yours. Mind your business. Somebody else says, that lemonade is going to come with ice. And then somebody says, that was actually good. And somebody says, ice. We got another one for you. So what do you think of it? This is why I've been talking about this fake allyship. We talked about this last week because I tell them, I said, you can go down Figueroa right now. All these Latin people, I mean, Figueroa looks so trashy. I promise you, it looks like little Tijuana. They got clothes tents, doll tents, stuffed teddy bear tents, boxes and trash all over the place. No permits. Don't want any other races of people to be there besides the people that speak Spanish, but have the nerves to be worried about Black people. And then they want us to go out here and march for them as they're being detained by ICE, but don't even fucking like us. And then this bitch had the nerves to commit a felony and record herself committing a felony. It's mind-boggling to me. What do you think?
I hope they did call ICE on the bitch, because mind your fucking business. Because had there been some Latino children selling lemonade, she would have been over there buying this shit. How the fuck are you? Oh, what if somebody drinks in it? Then it's not you, bitch. What the fuck are you? First of all, white kids having a lemonade stand has been perpetuated throughout like movies, TV shows, and all this shit. I have yet to see a motherfucker in real life, but this is the perpetuated thing, the all-American pastime for children to have a fucking lemonade stand. But because it's Black children, then it's a fucking problem. Oh, had some fucking Latino kids out there selling some motherfucking tacos, then that shit would have been all right, right? Fuck the ground beef and all that. You would have been worried about that shit sitting out there all fucking day long, but some lemonade is bothering you. Then you literally caught yourself because you said, I stole, but because you caught your fucking self. Y'all always never mind the business that pays you, and then you feel some type of way when Black people be like, you know what? Nah, fuck y'all. I'm sorry that lady's son got taken away, but hey, who did you vote for? And I don't want to hear none of you motherfuckers talking about well, that's not important. Yes, the fuck it is. Because had you not voted that way, we wouldn't be talking about this shit. Had Kamala Harris been in the motherfucking office, that boy would be home with his fucking mama.
Yep.
If Kamala Harris was president, alligator Alcatraz wouldn't motherfucking exist.
Exactly.
If Kamala was president, that fucking Kilmar, Abreu Garcia, none of that shit wouldn't have been happening with him. So yeah, it does matter who the fuck you voted for. And every time some shit like this happen, that's the first question niggas gonna ask. Who the fuck did you vote for? That's what the fuck I'm asking. I ain't giving you no sympathy. I ain't giving you no empathy. So I know how you check that motherfucking box, bitch.
Amen.
Because that's what it comes down to. You vote for. And you goddamn right, I'ma ask every motherfucking time. You niggas was salsa dancing your motherfucking rights away. Now all of a sudden you want niggas to give a fuck? Nah, fuck that shit. I'm sorry your boy got taken away. But again, had you voted for the Black lady, you wouldn't have had to worry about this shit. Had you voted for the Black lady, your motherfuckers wouldn't be hiding in broad goddamn daylight. Had you voted for the Black lady, you could be sitting at Home Depot getting a motherfucking job and not running. Had you voted for the fucking Black lady, none of this shit would be going on. Had you voted for the Black lady, you could afford fucking groceries. Had you voted for the Black lady, your fucking farm would still be intact. Had you voted for the fucking Black lady, you bitches would have Medicaid and food stamps come fucking November.
Amen.
Had you voted for the black lady, this shit would be going on right now. Had you voted for the black lady, Gaza wouldn't be in the process of becoming beachfront motherfucking property. Had you voted for the black lady, everything would have been the fuck all right. It wouldn't have been, but it wouldn't have been this shit.
Amen.
So you goddamn right. Every time I see you motherfuckers on some bullshit, who did you vote for? And if it wasn't a black lady, fuck you.
And on that note, I'm also gonna say when they say, "Oh, I voted for Trump," I'm gonna say, "Me no black, me Dominican," and walk right past their ass. Me no, oh well, I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, you voted for Trump?
Mm-hmm.
Me black. I no give a fuck.
and that be the thing. And so we're gonna go into the Coon bill real quick, and then we're gonna end our show. Okay.
Okay.
Let's take a look. I know this. I told you it was so much to get through. I was trying to get through as
I
fast as
know.
I can. It was so.
That's okay. That means it's gonna be good. We got a lot of sound bites.
We got a ton of stuff. So let's take a look at some of the first ones. You know, we got to, black people, we got to get them too. Let's take a look at these 4 videos.
I like Jasmine Crockett because she's a great communicator. She's a great orator for the Democratic Party, and she's powerful.
She appears to hate white people.
No,
Are
she
you okay
doesn't.
with that?
She doesn't hate white people.
She blames them for everything.
No, she doesn't.
Yes, she does.
Wait, name one thing that she said about white people where she hates them.
That white people don't love the blacks, something like that. I don't remember.
What are you talking about here? You're just pulling stuff out of thin air.
Yeah, I can't think anything after.
She doesn't hate white people. Like, you're grasping at straws to try to say that Jasmine Crockett hates all white people. Literally grasping at straws. But Trump said with his own lips that he hates all Democrats. Do you think he hates all Democrats?
No.
Do you think Jasmine Crockett hates all white people?
Yes.
So what's happening here?
Because Jasmine Crockett is crazy.
I like Jasmine Crockett.
And here's
Can't
another
even
one.
understand. The bitch look like death.
Let me tell you something. If you think that you about to come up in here and steal from the Wally world because you ain't get no food stamps, I'm gonna call the police on you. I'm gonna call. They're on speed dial. I'm gonna call them expeditiously. I don't care. I don't.
And I'm gonna read the comments before I go to the next one. Her ancestors used to snitch on the runaways, perhaps. Somebody else says she going so hard for a company that will dispose of her at any given moment. Another person says, top flight security of the world, Craig. And another person
First of all, with them braids or whatever the fuck that is on her head, that's what you need to be. That's what you need to be worried about. You need to call the law on that fucking head.
And somebody says loyal to a corporation that won't pay you a livable wage.
Come on.
And then Neil deGrasse, let's take a look at this.
How do you feel about America right now? Well, it's a free country and we vote in our leaders. And right now there's a whole set of people in charge that are doing different things from what had happened in previous years, previous leaderships, even previous leaders of that same political party. What's going on is very different from anything that I think people would have predicted. A lot of people like complaining about leadership, but we live in a country where we choose our leaders. So we're going to complain about the leadership. You should be complaining about the people, about the electorate. I'm an educator. I've never complained about politicians. They represent people.
Mm-hmm.
I was once in the Rayburn office building, Washington, D.C., in the science committee's room, beautifully decorated with science art and sculptures and things. One of the members of the science committee back then was a young Earth creationist. Young Earth creationists. Universe created in 6 days, Earth created in 6,000 years, at most 10,000 years. And I knew he was going to be there. And I thought to myself, do I grab him by the lapels and say, what do you think? You're on a science committee. And then I thought, no. If he thinks that, presumably, so does his electorate. They voted him in.
Amen.
And this electorate are fellow citizens, as am I in this country. So I can't indict him. Let me go have a conversation with the folks who voted for him. I said, why do you think this? And he would consider this. And that's my duty as an educator, not to hit anybody on the head who's in Washington.
So do we blame the educators and the media people people like me that...
These people don't know any better. They don't know any different.
If the talk
I can't. I get where you're going, but yeah.
That's very different from saying, holding up your fist, saying, I'm going to fight them because they're my enemy. It's, I want to teach them because they're my fellow citizens.
But they don't want
That's
to
how
be
I feel.
taught.
So my worry is that there are decisions made that are not in the best interest of the people who voted for those decisions. The longer term implications are could be devastating. If you cut basic science feeds engineering, engineering feeds economies. And so if you don't think basic science matters because you don't either understand the title of the research or the scientist didn't communicate it interestingly enough, whatever, and you say, this is a waste of money, take it all out, let's just do the engineering, you'll be ossified in place.
And I'm going to go to one last one before we begin. This one was a good one. Take a look at this.
So this is Officer, I'm not going to call him Officer Brown. You're not your ex-cop. And anybody who calls himself their old job means they don't think much of the new one they have. But this is him basically being disappointed. I'll let you see.
I was not invited to any of the Turning Point faith events, which I'm one of the biggest Christians in the movement right now. They stand up for Jesus Christ.
And this is him explaining about how he wouldn't cry about the death of his own child.
For my wife.
Really?
I just wouldn't.
What if you did that?
That's a different thing. I mean, I would try not to cry for my wife. If my
To be like disappointed.
no, yeah, I'm her foundation. I'm her strong point.
And this is him crying over Charlie Kirk.
Strength that Officer Tatum showcasing right now, every Christian in this nation can relate to, because this is the type of suffering that we have to suffer for Christ in such a tragic time like this. Still have to operate in peace, have to honor the word.
We're not the same. So your turning point is that you're looking for a new white man's nuts to hang from.
Woo!
Mm-hmm.
And so
he can hang from a white man's nuts because that white man gonna hang him from a motherfucking tree, bitch.
all right. I don't get, you know what, and I tell people this. I said, everybody like, oh, Candace Owens and Tim Scott. I said, let me tell you something. They come a dime a dozen. Staying in the Midwest, they are so busy. WWs, I call them, want to be whites. They so want to be accepted by white. They want to be white. They would, if they had a chance to bleach their skin, they would do it. And bleach it to where it does not turn back to the color. It's permanent.
They want that Sammy Sosa.
They want that Sammy Sosa stuff.
They want that Sammy Sosa. And you know what? That's exactly what they should, that's what they should get. That's what they should get. I want them to go through with the whole fucking process. Go ahead and bleach your skin. Get the motherfucking Sammy Sosa so you can get treated like a nigga double whammy. I want you to get treated like a nigga with bleach skin. That's what the fuck I want. Go ahead. Go get that Sammy Sosa and still get treated like a nigga with bleach skin. That's gonna have to hurt your fucking feelings. Like, what is it gonna take for you to be a black man and be that much of a pussy ass bitch to cry for a white man that would not care if you were lynched today? He would not care or cry for you. You cried for a man that would not give enough of a fuck to cry about you. You cried about a man who don't even know your motherfucking name.
That's true.
Do you know how much of an embarrassment you are to black men in general, but the black community in fucking particular, nigga?
Yeah.
You don't even deserve. You don't even. I hope some good old boys get your ass. I hope some good old boys get your ass. And you know what I hope? Your wife don't shed a motherfucking tear for your bitch bottom ass. You raggedy motherfucker. Imagine hanging off a cracker nutsack and that same cracker would hang you from a motherfucking tree. You goddamn bitch. That shit pissed me. You crying over a fucking white man that would have you killed.
Yes.
You wouldn't even cry for your own black child. for your own black child.
Right.
But you just sat up there and cried for a white motherfucker that wouldn't piss on you if you was on fire. I can't wait until you motherfucking coons, until we get rid of you motherfuckers. I can't wait for the race war to break out because you bitches are going first. I can't fucking wait.
They're easy
I can't
pickings.
wait till you tap dancing ass motherfuckers. You shuck and jive ass bastards can get the fuck up out of here. I can't wait for white people to start giving you your nigga wake up call. MAGA, if you're fucking listening, that's the one job you can do. Get these coons their motherfucking wake up call. Give them they nigga wake up call.
And
Because
start
they ain't
with
got it yet.
that guy, my vernacular. My
My
vernacular is
my
gonna
my
start
my
exact
my I tell you what, you
start
ain't
with
gonna be
him.
talking no type. You ain't gonna be talking no type of vernacular when they stomp your motherfucking teeth out, bitch. What's your vernacular gonna be then? Not a goddamn thing, cause your jaw gonna be wide shut, you fucking coon.
Just
I'm black. I'm not black. I mean my skin. Get the fuck out of here.
And on that note, we are going to go into our ending segments. We're going to run through this, and then we are going to close out of this. So, as you know, so this is just some important updates that's happening. Right now, with the government shutdown that's happening, Atlanta Airport is in shambles. So the line for TSA this morning was wild. They said workers ain't showing up because they haven't been paid. And this has been stated before. If the governors and everybody else and the president still getting paid their salary, then everybody that's in the government that works for government should get paid the same as well. And I think that's unfortunate that this is happening, but this is something that's happening currently. Also, they've been talking about we're not asking, we're shutting it down. So they're doing a mass blackout on the 27th of November due December 2nd. Personally, me, I think it should happen before then. I think y'all waiting way too long, and I think it should be a lot longer. Y'all keep doing these little 3 days and 2 days and stuff. I still kind of think the No Kings protest was performative because you stated it before, I said it before, and we talked about this many of times that they not mad enough.
Nope.
This should have been a January 17th or something. There should have been,
Exactly.
there should have been another Boston Tea Party. There should have been another Maria Antoinette type thing. They're not doing the same. There should be, and I don't know if people paid attention, but South Korea and Nepal, I think y'all need to research what happened over there. They was not playing those games of having some oligarch or some king come in. So I think this should be
Exactly.
longer. I think that if people are really in solidarity, everybody should be doing this. They're expecting no work, no spending at restaurants, no projects, no events, or anything. So that's what they're trying to do for that specific period. So I just want to let y'all know. Personally, I think it should be longer based off what they're asking for. Other than that, this is a lady right here. We've been talking with her about this. She's really good at putting people on the spot. We might invite her to the show. This is HR Honey. All you racist people out here thinking y'all getting away with it. She got photos, she got videos, she got where your mom stay, she got where your child go to school at, she got the boy that you sleeping with on your wife. She got everything, and she went in on it. So if HR Honey is looking at this, and we would like you to come on the show. And I did got her. I actually sent her to Stone Loki, so they've been in contact. So she might come on the show soon.
Okay.
This is Cardi B was talking about spending. She said that she did not know that rent was so high, and this is why people like Cardi B, because Cardi B, she understands the assignment. As a celebrity, a lot of people, when they get a lot of money, they forget where they either come from or they forget what people are going through. And Cardi B said she apologized to the people because she actually forgot how expensive it really is out here. So I recommend people go watch that video. I was going to play this one. This is that church issue that happened where they rebuked this lady's offering. This has been making
Oh,
viral
let's
rounds.
we're gonna get that one on Sunday. Keep that one for
Yeah, we'll get
Sunday.
that. Okay, so I'll keep this one. Also, when Eddie Murphy's Boomerang was released in 1992, it faced backlash for portraying a predominantly black cast in positions of power and wealth. With
Yeah.
some critics calling it reverse world and unrealistic. But y'all
I,
forgetting, if it wasn't for the Moors helping a lot of these racist whites wash their ass in the 5th to 15th century, y'all would be just where the black people are right now. So yeah, I think y'all should just take a look at that.
Yep.
Somebody, and many of doctors that I work with said the same thing. This is the cartilage when your ear gets shot off or ricochet or anything. This is Donald Trump's off his attempt assassination. Take a look at it. An 80-year-old man was able to repair his ear without any residue moving or missing off there. Okay, so I just want y'all to
Yep.
look at that. Oh, this is Jean. I was I'm gonna play that next because that cat went crazy. So Jean Grey going crazy. This is also, if I send this to you, one of these three, if I send you Brandy, I'm leaving
I'm
early.
leaving early.
If it's Lauren Hill, I'm coming late. And if it's Anita, I'm not coming at all.
Oh
So
my God.
just make sure if I send you one of those, that's what it is. Don't argue with me. This is What a Beautiful Family. Now, I thought these was three dogs until I seen that cat. I said, that's a goddamn cat sitting there. So that's a cat in the middle of these dogs right here.
Damn, Garfield.
Yeah, she got
Shit.
her whole family on display and everything. So that's her. And then last but not least, this is a good story because, if we have real unity, and this is what we call real allyship, I guess this kid's parents had died in something, and this black officer decided to adopt this boy as his son. This is what black
Oh,
people
okay.
do. Black people do stuff like this. You know what I mean? And those
Mm-hmm.
white folks do too, but you can't be trying to have gender sex changes on us and doing all that stuff. Don't do any of that stuff. Raise us how you would have raised a regular old white kid and make sure we get the same treatment, okay? So I
Exactly.
think it's a beautiful
We're
story.
not your experiments.
Exactly. So other than that, Nikki, where can they find you at?
You can find me on IG, bitch_happens, on TikTok, bitch happens, all one word, on YouTube, knickknack23, that's NIKNAK 23, and Friday nights, 11 p.m. Eastern on TikTok Live. Mimi and I do Knickknack After Dark, where we talk about love, sex, relationships, all that stuff. It's completely adult conversation, unfiltered. We have a good old time. We have the wine, we have the gardening. It's the time. So make sure y'all join us over there.
And we want to give you a few updates. As Trey has been a good part of our team, we're going to be having some promotional videos coming out to you guys so you guys can understand a lot of future things that's happening. We will be having a GoFundMe and a Kickstarter because we want to have a special, and we want to actually have a studio so that way we can invite our audience members there. And it'll be like also a sort of town hall as well, to where you can show your grievances and we can work as a team to try to figure out how to better America in general, and not just America, the world, as working together. So we're working on that. And then also we're going to be having a GoFundMe and for a few things to help out the community. So we're going to be doing some things with that real soon. Other than that, before I go, Spotify, we got everything on Spotify for our audio. So if you're looking for audio and you're driving, you can go to our Spotify. It's in our link in our bio. If you're at home and you're with friends or family, whatever, if you want to look at the video, that is on YouTube. So those are the two accounts we're looking for, okay? We're going to be having merch coming out soon. Miss Knickknack is working on that. So other than that, please like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Take care.
Bye, y'all.